Molly and Cam are deceased.
Fatality.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Wake Up 3. I am your host, Cam.
And I'm your host, Molly.
And this is a fighting game podcast from a couple who loves fighting games.
Oh, yes, it is.
And that being said, we like to start things off with a mix-up around here, so let's get into it.
Cam's doing the mix-up. That's why he's so excited.
Was that too, did I jump too fast into the mix-up? I feel like I'm jumping right in.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it. This is a little bit mean. This is a diabolical mix-up.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
I mean, that's the third time I've heard the word diabolical used for this mix-up, so I'm scared.
And it's not even about the boys. The TV show.
Oh, God. It took me a second.
All right, let's do it. So I've got something that I've called mainstay or move on.
Okay.
And I've got 6 characters I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you them in advance. I'm going to tell you them one at a time.
Oh, no.
And you're going to have to tell me mainstay or move on. But you only get 3 spots for each side.
Oh, I'm so scared. I hope that I hope I don't fuck this up too bad.
All right. Starting with number 1, mainstay or move on. Let's go with Jamie.
Okay. With Jamie, I'm going to say... Oh, shit. Oh, man. This is hard, okay? Can I talk it out? Jamie was my first Street Fighter 6 character. My first Street Fighter character. Because I'd never played until then. Mm-hmm. So that's like... You're right. This is diabolical.
This is the first one.
This is evil. And Ryu isn't even here. I'm going to say mainstay.
Okay.
I gotta do it.
I'm going to write it down.
So that's 1 of 3 mainstays done.
Now you have 2 slots left to put on the mainstay roster out of 5. Are you ready?
I'm so scared.
For number 2.
Yeah.
Ken Masters.
Fuck. Are these all gonna be people I like? No.
I don't know.
God. No, this is terrible. I know there's gonna be good people in the end.
I'm not saying anything.
Fuck. It's Ken. It's Ken. The thing with Ken is, like, I feel like it's not like I need Ken to be there for me to play him.
Right.
I just need him there for, like, it's Ken.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know there are probably a ton of people who would say, get rid of him.
Delete him.
Yeah, like, we don't want him. We don't want to
Kill
fight
Ken forever.
But, man, oh, no. No. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so worried about the rest of these people.
You only got 1 down so far out of 5, so.
Shit. I'm already feeling like I made a mistake.
Too late. There's no going back.
Okay, Ken, you're a mainstay. Fuck it.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm saying now.
Because you know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, number 3. Lily.
I'm gonna have to appease the masses and say she's never again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I already said this last ep.
Yeah,
I love Lily. But does T-Hawk already exist? Yeah. And do most people prefer T-Hawk over Lily if you had to choose? Yes.
Yeah, plus in that outfit with the Cammy and Chun-Li beach wear that we'll talk about later on, the artwork from the early 90s, you can see T-Hawk playing with a tiny baby Lily and some other small boy. So maybe we'll get the small boy in Street Fighter 7.
Yeah, maybe we'll get... Yeah, I don't know.
What's that kid's name gonna be? Tony? Tony Hawk?
Oh my god. I didn't even get it.
God.
Shit.
I'm just staring at you with a shit-eating grin. One of us played a lot of Tony Hawk growing up.
Take your guess.
I'll leave it at that.
Take your guess.
Okay, number 4. You have 1 spot left in the mainstay, 2 in the move on. Number 4 is Zangief.
Now, I think early on in this podcast, it would have been easy for me to say move on. But these days, I dabble with the geef, you know?
Yeah, oh, I know.
I don't know, man.
But you're afraid of what's to come.
Yeah, I really am. I really am. I think I'm gonna say move on.
Okay. Zangief is dead.
I didn't know we were killing.
Mr. President, Zangief has been shot. I don't know what that's all about. Number 5, Elena.
Mainstay.
Okay, fair enough. That was an easy one. And number 6, there's only 1 spot left for him to go. Terry Bogard.
Bye, Terry. It's been nice.
I think the rest of the community will be happy that Terry isn't going to be in Street Fighter 7, 8, 9, etc. for the next several decades.
This was for Street Fighter only. I guess I wasn't really even sure if you were going to like branch out and do just other people.
Well,
like I thought maybe SNK. Well, I guess SNK did come to play, but
a little bit. There was a theme I didn't tell you about, and it was characters that you like from Street Fighter 6.
What? What's Terry doing in there?
Or characters that you've dabbled with at least, I guess.
Okay, I guess
fair
that's
enough.
fair.
I couldn't come up with a 6th character that you liked. I guess I should have said Marisa, but I also thought that would have been an easy just dump, get rid of.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of that mix-up? Did you want to run through it one final time? It's mainstays. We've got Jamie, Ken, and Elena. Move on. Lily, Zangief, and Terry.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that I sent like the 2 people of all those people with grapples.
Yeah.
Just gone. Bye. But I guess, you know, I'm not doing the grapple lifestyle in Street Fighter 6 right now, so
Right, not at the moment.
So I guess that's why I chose the way I chose. But I don't know. I feel like I had to say Ken stays, but
yeah.
If it was just about me and like who I wanted to play more, I would probably put Zangief over him.
Okay, fair enough.
If I was editing this, which I can't. This is permanent.
Yep, this is forever.
So.
Cool.
I know, that's probably shocking. Like, what do you mean you swap Zangief and Ken? What about Lily? What about Lily, your old main? But
yeah, last week you said that you felt like an asshole playing her again.
So I guess I had to just be like, bye. Alright, well. Cool. Thanks for a stressful start to round 56.
Not a problem. Yeah, it looks like you're you really went through it there. Got sweat just pouring down your face. No, not
Don't
really.
tell them that.
It's not at all because of how warm our house is and the fact that we're just sitting in a small room.
We're just sipping the hottest Joe.
Yeah, we're drinking coffee, sipping on Joe Higash.
Dribbling that Joe down our chins.
Jesus Christ. Delete me from existence, please. The fact that I heard that at all. Cool, well, that was my mix-up. I hope you enjoyed.
I tried.
I know I kind of put you through it.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. And I think you passed, so I guess I'll just go ahead and put myself in the news corner.
Okay. You know, I actually didn't have fun. I'm still thinking about that Sagat quote
of
a lot.
course. Yeah. Yeah, let's just say I met an old friend.
And then I killed him.
Yeah, then I beat the shit out of him with my tiger knees.
What do we got for news?
Speaking of Sagat, first up, we've got his World Tour trailer. It was finally released. We got to see John World Tour walking around in Thailand. He's looking around as kids are kind of running past, wondering what's going on. And then he sees the largest man he's ever seen in his life carrying a tree trunk. Mm-hmm. And this man sets it down, kicks it into the air, and then explodes it in a single punch. That's Sagat. I want to know, why did he carry it back to the village if he was just going to explode it? Why didn't he just explode it where he found it? And I'm not sure if any of what we see is going to be based on his gameplay or not, but if it is, maybe we're going to get a low launching kick. Not sure.
Maybe.
We'll see. Because it looks like it would be a low starter, you know? He'd kicks that thing up into the air and then just punches it into oblivion.
He also ends the trailer with a grab. I feel like it'd be cool, though, if he had an actual grab.
Yeah, they're going to give Sagat a command grab.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he gets a new special, like, all the time.
True.
In his lore.
Yeah, in Street Fighter the movie, the game, he had that whack one that you mentioned that you didn't even fully know about.
Yeah, I asked if his projectile comes out of his eye hole, and you were like, absolutely not.
Yeah, that threw me off so hard. I feel like it just took me out.
But it turns out he does.
Yeah,
in one game.
Yeah, it turns out in Street Fighter the movie, the game, he can lift up his eye patch and like tractor beam you towards him a little bit. Mm-hmm. Kind of whack.
Yeah.
But
Shocking.
that said, bring it back.
Now's the time. Bring it back.
Yes. Well, I think that's all we've got on Sagat's World Tour. There wasn't really a ton. It was just a teaser. Before, I was not a Sagat hater by any means, but just straight up didn't care. I was like indifferent to Sagat. Like, why is this dude cool? I don't get it.
I think we both were, even though I do like the Muay Thai archetype.
Right.
I didn't even realize he was that.
Yeah, it seemed like he was a lot more about his special moves and much less about the actual Muay Thai normals
style,
and all that, but it seems like they've kind of leaned more into the Muay Thai as things have gone on. Like Street Fighter 4, 5, and now probably 6. So we'll see what he's got. Moving on from that, Street Fighter 6 also got some of the Outfit 4s announced. Not all of them, because from now on, they're going to do it in a much more slow and incremental way, where they're not doing, 25 characters all at once getting outfits. So this time, we've got 7 characters wearing beach outfits. And the 7 are Luke, Jamie, Cammy, Chun-Li, Manon, Kimberly, and Aki. Any of those stand out to you specifically? Let's talk about them a little bit. Let's start with Luke, because I think I like this one more than you do. Uh-huh. And I'm not playing Luke at any point right now. I think I played him early on a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I'm kind of over that. I think he's a cool character. He's not for me. But I like his outfit. He's a lifeguard. He's got a little sideways hat on, and he's got sunglasses and a lifeguard bag. He should have like floaties or something, but he doesn't. Anyways, That's what you get for him. Shorts, lifeguard attire. It's kind of fun. Mm-hmm. I know you kind of didn't care for that one, did you?
The Luke outfit I just felt was lazy, because, he's always in shorts.
Yeah, and he's already...
not always, but, he already has an outfit that's just short, so it's like, you guys didn't really have to do too much.
But now he has a watch and all kinds of fun little accessories.
Also, I would have made it a visor, not a hat.
I also would have.
Yeah.
Like a clear visor, a clear red visor. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I feel like that would have fit Luke.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, you like this one more than me, because I just kind of feel like, I don't know. It's just not enough. Do more.
Yeah, they could have done more, but I think it's fun.
It's fine.
Jamie,
I don't hate it. Sorry. I don't hate it or anything. It's not bad, but, it's not the best.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to buy every single one of these outfits. It's got to be a character I like and kind of sick. Mm-hmm. So, let's move on to Jamie, a character we've both played a little bit in the past. His looks pretty good. I like it. It's like a high ponytail instead of his typical braid. Mm-hmm. And he's got a open, swimwear vest. I don't actually know what kind of vest that is, but it matches his board shorts that he's got going on. Mm-hmm. And then he's just got flip-flops, so he's going to be spinning around in his flops.
Yeah, so good luck keeping those on. Jamie's default color is, white.
Yeah, like a white, gray, black kind of thing. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I think it's a pretty solid one. And if I was still playing Jamie, I think I would jump right on this.
I would too. It's something really different for him, which, granted, all of these, except for Luke. But, most of these are something pretty different for the character, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, this one definitely is, and that's good.
Yeah, all the weirdos get to see Jamie's feet, and I don't know, that's all I got on that, I guess.
Yeah. Although I feel like it's what's going to happen when he's at drink level 4 now? Is he going to lose the vest? Is it just going to fly off?
I think the ponytail is just going to come undone.
Nothing's going to happen to his shirt?
Probably not.
Like it normally does?
I don't know. I don't think so. I've
Oh.
seen people joke about his pants falling off.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, so let us know what you think Jamie's gonna look like when he's drinking in the summertime.
Are his pants gonna come off? Maybe he'll lose the flip-flops. That would be fun. If he lost the flip-flops and they just stayed on the floor for the rest of the fight. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to... I'm gonna pair these ones up. Cammy and Chun-Li. I pair them up because they're both from some old artwork from Street Fighter 2. The one I mentioned earlier. And these ones are kind of cool. Cammy's is a two-piece. It's a thin pink bikini. Doesn't have... What would you call it? Just
It's
like
a bandeau.
Bandeau?
Yeah.
This is a new word for me.
Oh. Yeah. A bandeau is just no straps.
No straps, like a very slim, not quite a tube top.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. New words here. We're all learning shit today.
It's a pink two-piece. And both of their outfits are from this original Street Fighter 2 artwork. And I think people were pretty hype about this Cammy one.
I think so, yeah. She's got the tan lines, and people seem to be absolutely salivating over that.
A new hat for Cammy has dropped.
Yeah.
And it's beach vibes.
I've noticed that the only time she ever wears a hat is when she's wearing swimsuit-esque attire. Like when she's wearing her classic onesie outfit, basically.
Good point.
Little red hat. Did you have anything to say about Chun-Li? I think it's fine. I think it's kind of one of the weaker ones of the group. I'm also not a Chun-Li fan, so that one I didn't really care about.
So the Chun-Li outfit is, for us, underwhelming, but people seem to enjoy it because, once again, it's a callback to old times, and now it's going to be in a new game, and that's always fun.
It is. It's cool because it's the first time we've ever actually seen it in a game.
Yeah, like, in the game.
So
you
I
know?
respect it. It's just not for me.
I think it's really, really nice that they did that, though.
Definitely.
And I would like to see them do it more because this is it has all of the Street Fighter 2 people in it.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge piece of art, and you can, like, zoom in and find all these little, like, Where's Waldo-esque things going on in the background.
And I want the Ken Speedo.
I want the Guile lifeguard. But I don't know that we're going to get another lifeguard outfit, especially with two guns. Moving on to Manon, she's got an open front, kind of like low cut.
Very plunging neckline.
Yeah, a plunging neckline on a one-piece swimsuit with a little flowy shirt above it, I guess, a beach shirt.
Manon has different hair for this. It's just like a short bob. The hair is dumb, but also one detail that I think is, I mean, it's like, fine, I accept it, but it's, I don't know, it stands out to me in like a negative way, is that gaudy metal necklace that she's wearing with this bathing suit.
Like a giant Ankh style thing that she's got going on?
Yeah, but it's one of her stupid medals.
Yeah, of course.
Gotta have them, right?
Gotta have a spot for your medals. She's also got a giant golden medal M on her waistline.
It's not giant.
Well, I
it's
guess
a little M where the
big belt buckle
neckline
style thing
ends
minus
by
a
her
belt.
like belly button. But yeah, that's the Manon outfit. It's a very, I guess you would say, you know, like fancy, elegant swimsuit because it's like gray and black.
Yeah.
It's nothing like fun or, you know, frilly. It's just serious and model-y.
Well, now that you've finished dumping all over it, I'm going to tell you that it's from something. It's another source material one.
Oh God. Oh God.
It's from the Udon Entertainment 2024 swimsuit special that they did last summer with all of the Street Fighter guys and girls.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Fun fact.
Okay.
They changed certain designs on it, like she didn't have an M in the
I was
concept
gonna
art, and little things like that. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
based on that. So
Okay. I'm sure that anybody that knows what that looks like probably wishes the actual skin looked more like it, but I don't really know what Manon fans want. I can't lie.
Fair enough. I don't know how to get in their heads.
I don't know what's going on in you guys' heads, you Manon players.
Oh, it was the 2023 special. Fuck.
What did you say?
I said 2024.
Oh.
Here it is.
Okay, so there was something down there, but it wasn't an M.
Yeah, it says like OG on it.
They were probably trying to make it look like DG, like Dolce
yeah.
and Gabbana.
Yeah, I think so. I would have said that name wrong, so I'm glad you said it.
Well, how would you?
Dulce?
Dolce and Gabbana.
Dulce and Gabbana. Yeah, so there you go. It's based on some artwork, but they did change the hair, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Gotta have different hair. Does she have shades in the actual skin?
I honestly don't know. They
Because
might be...
a lot of the characters, well, I won't say a lot of them, but some of them do.
Yeah.
I think maybe she does.
I think she's got them on top of her head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's definitely not wearing
now you
them.
said that, yes. She might be, though, in the actual game. Who knows?
She might be. Maybe they'll fall off onto her or something. I guess we'll see.
Fall down that neckline.
Yeah.
Way down. And then there's just one left,
Two
right?
more. We've got Kimberly.
Oh, yeah.
And she's wearing a bikini, kind of a high
cut.
high cut bikini. It's pulled up pretty high, and a jacket.
She's got the Bushin Ryu.
She does. She's got a couple little like pouches and shit on her legs for spray cans or whatever she's got going on.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't blow me away. I will say that, like, out of the bathing suits on the ladies, like, I think this one is probably, like, the most interesting to me. Because
Yeah.
I like the lined, it's like outlined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kimberly's outfit, it's fine.
Yeah. I kind of like the jacket. I'll say that.
I personally don't like the jacket. Not because it's bad, but just because I feel like it just doesn't make sense in this outfit. So that leaves us with one. Last but very much not least.
Aki, who I believe I was thinking about this today, the first time we ever talked about Aki on our podcast back in 2023, we definitely called her AKI.
Yes.
Because we had only seen her in artwork and we had never heard her name.
Yeah, we didn't know that it was Aki.
Yeah, I think that was really funny. I was thinking about that earlier today and it just kind of brought a smile to my face. Like, we didn't even know her name back then. But Aki, let's talk about the fit a little bit. The top of it is kind of like a loose hanging kind of thing. I don't know how to describe that exactly. It's got some extra cloth on it that hangs down at her sides. And the most important part, she's got a ton of mummy wraps all over herself.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it might be enough to get me to buy the character. She's got like messy hanging hair instead of her normal styled mushroom top that she's got going on, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. I think it might be enough to get me to finally buy Aki. I said that for the outfit 3 because I thought that one was really good too. But this one, I just like the bandages. I think they're cool. Is that weird?
I mean, it's cool.
What are your thoughts on the outfit, I guess?
I like that they included Aki in this group.
Yeah.
Because she's definitely the odd one out here.
Definitely.
You know? And she's the only one that's DLC.
True.
It's been interesting to see the reaction that people have had to these skins, because I feel like I was pleasantly surprised that so many people like this Aki skin.
Me too. I didn't expect as much love for this as it's getting.
Yeah, I honestly thought people would just be like, oh yeah, and then there's Aki. Like,
Yeah.
Being a weirdo.
I think she's the only one not in sandals too, right?
Yeah,
So.
she's the only one that is just barefoot.
Yep.
So yeah, if you wanted to buy a new skin with feet, Aki is available soon.
True.
So there's that. She's gonna be dipping those grippers into the poison.
Jesus Christ. Out of all of them, Aki's is the one that stands out most to me. And it's not for those reasons.
No,
It's the
not.
bandages.
It's the bandages.
That's so cool. I love it. I don't know. It makes her look tough, you know? Like she just got in a brawl and just kind of like bandages herself up, and she's still wearing a swimsuit because she doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I want to go to the beach party too, even though I'm covered in wounds. Let me just bandage myself. They'll be fine. No one will treat me weird. Forgot my shoes. Anyways, there is one other outfit for And this one was announced by itself. It's the aespa Street Fighter collaboration featuring Jury. I like Jury as a character, but I think that's kind of where it ends, is for this collaboration. Mm-hmm. It's got like a funky K-pop inspired outfit, a little hair accessory, and some weird hair in general, you know? Like it's long on one side, super short on the other. I guess asymmetry is not that weird, but...
Pretty normal for Jury.
Yeah, pretty normal for Jury, but something about it I just don't love. And then the outfit is fine. It looks kind of like a mixture between her 1 and 2 outfits, to me at least. Then she's wearing big fat boots. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this collab feels pretty soulless to me because it's just an easy connection of like, oh, there's your one Korean character.
Yeah.
Let's do a K-pop collab, and they're, I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of the soulless part, let's jump right into it.
Yeah, good point. They're doing something sneaky.
Yeah, so along with this, it's going to cost 350 fighter coins, let me say that. The usual cost for outfits is 300, so it is a little bit more. But with that, you get generative AI bullshit. Mm-hmm. And that comes in the form of an in-game commentator. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know my thoughts. I mean, this sucks. And I hate that Capcom is in no way being transparent about that part of the deal.
Yeah.
They're not saying anywhere. They're calling this Navis. Did you say her name?
No, I didn't. Maybe we should explain.
Navis. Okay, let's explain this because this is a thing now and it's going to be in Street Fighter 6 and you shouldn't buy it because this is generative AI that SM Entertainment, a K-pop company, which is probably the worst of them all. There's my 2 cents from my past K-pop years. But yeah, if you know anything about SM Entertainment, you probably weren't surprised at all that this came from them. But apparently in aespa's rolling out of their debut, SM created this Navis generative AI woman that was used in their lead-up promotional materials for their first single, and then eventually she departed from being used in used for aespa, and is her own artist now.
That's whack.
Which is some bullshit. So yeah, if you didn't know about AI, well, generative AI is as soulless as it gets. So if I can influence you on anything, do not buy this collab because SM is bad. I can't say anything about aespa. I don't listen to them. I don't know. But they're not even they're not even part of this. It's not even about the group.
If you like them, don't spend the money. Just go to the Battle Hub and look at them on all of the screens for the next 12 months or whatever the hell it's going to be.
12 months? Good lord.
I don't know.
Yeah, do that instead. Do not buy this. If I can get you to do anything, it's don't buy this collab.
Yeah.
And Capcom, you are wrong for what you're doing.
Yeah.
You need to be clear and you need to be transparent that this is AI and that people are paying extra for it. Mm-hmm. That's some bullshit.
Yeah. So we're just going to come out right here with the strong stance that AI is bullshit. Fuck AI. We will never use AI on this podcast. For anything. Anything ever. It's bullshit. It sucks. It takes away from people that actually have skill.
We do not support that at all. We would not encourage anyone to support the perpetuation of AI, the selling of AI to people unknowingly.
Yeah.
That's what Capcom is doing. They're calling her a virtual, what was it?
Virtual idol.
A virtual idol. Now that's not the same, is it?
No, that would be like a Hatsune Miku kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I hope I'm saying that name right. So the army of fans don't come at me, I guess.
Attack you with some like spring onions or whatever.
Yeah, they're going to hit me with like, I don't know, digital music or some shit.
So yeah, there's a lot of thoughts on this. And I think the biggest issue is that people are realizing what it is and they're talking about it, but they're not making it about the fact that they're putting this in the game, they're putting this generative AI piece of shit in a game that we all play and like for you to buy with your own money.
Right.
No. They're not focusing on that issue. They're focusing on the fact that, oh, but there are so many other commentators that we can put in the game.
And guess what? They still could.
Yeah.
There's literally no limit to the amount of commentators they could put in. They could put in one a month for the next 10 years if they want to, you know? Mm-hmm. Let's end the game with 150 commentators. There's no limit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly.
So this AI isn't taking away from other people, except for the fact that it's literally stealing shit from, you know, the masses.
If you're going to talk about this, if you're going to complain about this, please don't make it about, like, oh, but we could have had this commentator be in there. I guarantee you, whoever's name that you're parading and wishing that they got the chance instead of this generative AI, they don't care.
No.
They're not upset by it. And if you continue to, like, talk about it that way, all Capcom is going to do is just add more commentators. They're not going to apologize about the AI that they sold you under another name.
Right.
They're not going to apologize for that. They're just going to say, well, we listened to you guys. Are you happy? No.
No. Not at all.
I don't even use that feature.
Right. And if I did, I wouldn't be caught dead using the AI shit.
No.
I'm just not going to support it.
No. And the jury boots are ugly.
True. Show us her toes.
I thought it was something else.
God damn it. There's way too much feet talking this episode.
If you ever see or hear or sense AI being part of this podcast, know that Molly and Cam are deceased. Because we would never.
True. Very true.
I'll never use AI to edit these episodes.
No.
I'll never use AI to make thumbnails.
No.
So enjoy my shitty human touch on everything.
I like that a lot. That's a good ending to the news segment, I believe. Enjoy my shitty touch on everything. Let's move right on to what we've been playing and all that fun stuff. A lot of Street Fighter 6.
Just that for me, pretty much.
Just that? Nothing on the main man of the episode? No City of the Wolves?
A little bit of City for the Andy.
Definitely.
A little bit of City. Just playing Elena.
Just playing Elena, trying to improve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to help you improve. I've been playing a lot more DJ against your Elena lately to really kick off this training. Mm-hmm. How has that been helping? Do you think it's been helping at all?
I think out of all of the characters that I've trained against, I don't know if it's just the fact that he's your main, but DJ feels like hard to deal with compared to other people.
I do feel like I'm a lot more comfortable with DJ, and that's probably why it feels harder for you. You know, I'm not pulling out like all the stops when I play Akuma or whoever else. But I have a lot more experience with him, so yeah, I'm trying to put the pressure on.
Mm.
And I hope it helps. I think it seems to be.
Yeah, I just think that in terms of character matchups, Elena fighting DJ just feels a bit worse than the other people. Mm. But maybe it's just like you said. Maybe it's just the fact that it's your main. Yeah. You know? It's your dude.
And either way, I think struggling against this character is going to help you improve in the long run. So, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not saying that I struggle in a complaining way.
Right.
Because I would rather have it be a challenge. Like, I want to fight someone that knows what they're doing with their character.
Exactly. So. Otherwise, how are you going to get better? That's what it's all about, just improving.
But I did tell Cam at the end of one of our recent sets that all he would have to do is just start drive impacting more because I need to train my over 30 reactions to that. Apparently.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I was telling Cam that I think it's just because For so long in my time playing Street Fighter 6, I have thought of drive impacts as like a panic tool.
Yeah.
Like a save me button.
A little bit of a crutch.
Yeah. And so because of that thinking, I use it less. I think it's a loser's tool. You know what I mean? But it's not. It's just a tool. Reacting to it when people just throw out a random one is like, I'm not prepared to react to it because I'm so used to playing my prestigious version of Street Fighter 6 where we don't drive impact all the time.
Right. But you're not, if that's the case though, you're not using, you're not getting full use of the mechanics of this particular Street Fighter.
That's true.
I think next time we do the DJ versus Elena matchup, I'm going to really put the screws on, and I'm going to focus on using it more throughout the fight to force you to adapt.
Okay.
Because I don't typically just use it all the time and throw it out there either. Mm-hmm. But next time we play, I'm going to.
Okay.
So
great.
Be forewarned.
All right. I've got my training cut out for me.
That's right. We'll update you in episode 57 on how that goes. Whenever we haven't been playing Street Fighter lately, it's just Andy versus Andy mirror matches in City of the Wolves. I guess that being said, let's just jump straight into the meat of the episode. Andy Bogard, Part 2.
Is that the better brother I smell?
Does Andy smell? How have these mirror matches been feeling to you? What are your first impressions on picking up and playing the character? Because we finally got to play him over this last couple of weeks.
Andy feels pretty slick.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some sauce.
He does, and also, I feel like some of his normals feel like crazy.
Yeah, like his standing heavy punch from like mid-screen.
So far.
Crazy. Yeah, it's got some long range.
Far heavy.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's the one that moves forward. Right? Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
He leans forward and does like the farthest palm strike of all time.
It's crazy.
Jamie would be jealous.
Yeah, Jamie has to like hop through the air to do his. Andy just steps and he's like halfway across the screen.
Andy feels kind of like a beast in this game. I know people have already said it, but I guess I'm just going to repeat it.
Yeah, we're just here to affirm that Andy's crazy.
Yeah, he is the Akuma of Fatal Fury at this point, with the demon flip and the fireballs, the air fireballs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's fucking cool.
It's wild.
I think he feels really fun right off the bat. And I'm still no Andy Master by any means. And I honestly don't know if he's going to replace my Hokutomaru main. But I do like him a lot.
Okay. One thing that struck me playing Andy was I've seen his DP before, but I feel like it looks really different here.
I think it's a little flashier or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe they leaned into how it's kind of strange.
Yeah,
and just
like
made it cool.
I don't know that his I don't know for sure, but I don't really know that his DP ever had so much like effects to it.
Not that I ever saw.
Yeah. Like this one looks really different.
It does. And when you EX it, he kind of comes down and slashes his arms down in an X shape. And I think that looks really cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. It really stood out to me.
Yeah.
I told Cam I don't think I've ever seen a DP that looks like that.
I don't think I have either. Yeah. Yeah, this
something
Andy's
different.
This Andy's got style.
Mm-hmm.
This Andy's got grace.
It's Mr. Second Southtown.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty fucking cool. I also really like his drill kick that he's got going on. Mm-hmm. I'm already kind of partial to that because I'm a big fan of it on Hokutomaru.
Yeah.
And it's still breakable with Andy, so you can use it to launch. Same with his DP, actually. He's got a breakable DP, which is fucking sweet. I love it. But yeah, I like his drill kick. I think it's really cool. It kind of carries really far. It carries them a long distance compared to some of the other characters that have those. I guess just the other one. Other Andy moves that I want to talk about. The demon flip specifically. I know that last episode I talked about how he had a demon flip and some MK9 smoke moves, but it turns out I was a little wrong on that. The smoke style moves are actually just the EX demon flip. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
That being said, I do think the demon flip is kind of sick. He's got an overhead out of it. He's got like a low sweep. He's got a command grab that you have to time. It doesn't just auto do it like Cammy shit when you press it.
Yeah, you have to be intentional.
Yeah, you have to be intentional with it.
If you want to grab, you have to press.
It's kind of sweet. And then, what's the fourth one? Oh, the fourth move that he's got out of it is a cross-up. And I just found this out from a Rooflemonger video, actually. But if you EX the demon flip and then press the cross-up button, it automatically switches to the other side, so it doesn't just like whiff on the wrong side. So you could be like as far away as humanly possible, do EX demon flip, and then immediately hit cross-up, and then boom, you're behind them hitting.
So are you saying you can still fuck it up if you don't EX it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, I've done that many times.
Oh, yeah,
I've
definitely.
seen it go the wrong way many times.
Yeah, if you don't get over the...
I'm professional at that.
Yeah, if you use demon flip and it's not EX, and you don't see your character visually cross over the top of the other character, you're going to whiff that cross-up button. But the EX makes it so you are not going to. You can do it from anywhere. That's also kind of a high risk, high reward, because if you're teleporting from full screen, I mean, we come from MK, how many teleports are in that game? We're pretty used to watching out for that kind of thing and then punishing it. Not to hype ourselves up too much.
Yeah.
But there are a lot more teleports in that game than most other fighters, it seems. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with that. It's, I mean, if you're paying close attention, I'm sure it's reactable, but you're going to have to be on your toes with it. It's yet another mix-up tool that he's got. And I think that's extremely cool. Another thing that I really like that's new to him this time around is his EX fireballs, how he makes kind of a trap with them for a minute, a giant orb that just sits there and then explodes. He can do that in the air and grounded. I like it. It's fun. It looks powerful. It looks like he's really putting his all into it. But how are you feeling about playing the character so far? Do you think he's going to outdo Gato and become your new main?
Well, I think this version of Andy is, it's honestly kind of like adjacent to what Gato does. You could say that one Gato move is the same as the demon flip, where it's like you do, it's the same input even. You do that input and then you have options out of it.
Right.
In that regard, it almost feels like they cross over a bit because they both have one very similar but not move. One thing about Gato is he doesn't have projectiles.
Right.
But in playing Andy, I don't know that I love his fireballs.
No? Why is that?
They stop.
Oh yeah, they stop if you're not if you're not super close.
They don't feel as threatening as a normal fireball does.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this fireball does not go full screen. I think it goes about 75-80% of the way across the screen and then fizzles out. I'm okay with it because it's not often as Andy Bogard that I'm going to try to be full screen from you. You know? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my thoughts on it, I guess. I kind of like the fireball, but also I'm coming from playing Hakutamaru, who has plenty of projectiles, but you can just knock him out of the air with a punch.
Right. Okay, well...
You can't do that with Andy Fireball, at least. So
No.
I think in that way, in that regard, I kind of like them. So do you think he's gonna take over or no?
I'm not sure, but I think he's really good.
Yeah.
I think it's, it may just be the best Andy we've ever seen.
I would agree. I would agree with that 100%. I think he is like easily the coolest he's ever been.
Like on every level. I'm talking visual concept, the moves.
Yeah, he's got a swagger to him. Andy has aura in this game.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, he's been training with Akuma for so long that he's picked up on some of that demon aura.
I love that we're just continuing this lore.
Yeah, Andy's on demon time now.
Oh, God. Oh, my. This episode is... We've got feet. We've got demon time. We're plunging necklines.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Shitting on AI.
We're in the meat. We're in the pink now.
Wubba wubba.
I'm in the pink today.
God damn it. I think Andy is extremely fun personally, and I think he is probably going to sneak his way into that secondary spot for me.
Sneak?
Ninja styles. It wasn't supposed to be a ninja pun, but we'll go with it. He's going to sneak his way in there. I feel like right now I don't know. He might be surpassing Mai a little bit, but we'll see where that goes. I still like Mai in this game, but Andy feels so cool, and he feels similar enough to Hokutomaru that it's an easy like cross-training kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Hokutomaru has the benefit of the double jump and the run that I love so much. I love Hokutomaru's movement options. They feel so fun. I've never had a double jump in any game before, and that just stands out to me. It's something that's going to be extremely hard to let go. So I guess we'll see in the future, but as of right now, he's still my number 1. Andy's probably number 2.
Yeah, Andy has the dash, which is it's easy for me to deal with because Gato has a dash.
Right,
so that's nothing different for me.
I have to think about it all the time because I love just sprinting towards you and knocking you down and doing the sprint to push you towards it closer to push you closer to the corner. Yeah, we both agree. Andy's kind of tight. We're going to continue to play him. And now, let's jump into his City of the Wolves story a little bit. This is going to be our first follow-up.
Yeah, we've not done this, and we've not really covered City of the Wolves story stuff, aside from your brief Hokutomaru.
Right, yeah, I mentioned it a little bit. He goes on a date or whatever. Andy's is kind of just as silly. He starts out by deciding, hey, I haven't seen Hokutomaru in a while. I'd like to check in on him. Let's go back to Southtown. So he goes to Southtown, and when he gets there, he sees a familiar park and realizes, hey, that's the park I was at with Terry back in the day when a dog attacked me. And ever since then, Andy has hated dogs. You'll remember in our Andy episode that we mentioned that he hates dogs. That was in his KOF profile. He even kind of acknowledges that. He's like, this was such a traumatic experience to me back in the day when I was a little tiny kid getting attacked by a little tiny dog, that it scarred me forever, and I put it in my profile that I hate dogs. But, it's actually just a fear, and this EOST, Episodes of Southtown, kind of helps him delve into that fear a little bit and overcome it a bit. So we get to see some growth out of Andy. One thing that stuck out to me during that little flashback that Andy had in the park when he sees a dog, he's like, oh yeah, I remember back in the day, I got scared of this dog, and then Terry came over and scared it off, and then said, are you okay? They just couldn't get away from that "are you okay" thing, even when Terry was a little kid. So he's been canonically saying it forever. I'd like to imagine. I don't actually want to imagine this, but I kind of imagine Terry Buster Wolfed that dog away from Andy just to protect him. But maybe he's not that dense. At some point during this story where he meets a dog in the park and decides, oh, I have to watch this dog and take care of it. He's, at first he's kind of scared of it and he's zigzagging through the park trying to just get away from this thing, but he keeps following him around because the dog thinks Andy's cool, and it's right. But he decides finally, oh, this dog's not going to leave me alone. Maybe I should help it get back to its owner. I can't just leave it here. So he does this. He brings the dog with him. He's looking around for, I guess, anyone that knows any sort of information. And it turns out that every single person he comes across is like, hey, you, give me that dog right now. And Andy's like, who are you? You don't seem like a good person. Why do you have a knife? So he just continues to protect this dog until a little girl shows up and wants to play with the dog. Thought this was kind of interesting, just random girl. At first I saw the image that they used of her and was like, who the hell is that? But I think it's one of the girls, it's one of the little kids from the hippo marina, or whatever you call it. So Andy has to protect this little girl because more thugs continue to show up, just over and over and over, trying to take this dog. The dog tries to stand up for her as well because it's a brave little pup. It kind of looks like a husky. Mm-hmm. And Andy gets pissed when he sees this kid and this dog in danger, and he's like, if you don't back off right now, to the thugs, I'll kill you. He actually says, like, back off right now or you're dead. And he beats the shit out of these 3 thugs in front of this little girl and then checks for a pulse afterwards, thinking like, oh, did I overdo it? Once he saves her, this little girl just says like, you looked so cool while you were saving me. Thanks, mister. And then she gives him a kiss on the cheek. I thought that was kind of whack. I was like, whoa.
Southtown is a weird place where little kids are far too trusting of strangers.
Yeah, seriously. Like, you don't know this dude. You kissed him on the cheek just because he has a dog and he protected you from knife wielders?
Andy's got that aura.
He does.
She just knew it would be okay to kiss this man on the cheek.
Yeah. She's like, you've got dad aura. You're pretty cool. Andy does kind of realize in this moment when he gets the kiss on the cheek, he's like, Instead of being weirded out by it, like, I don't know this strange girl, he's just like, you know, if I ever have kids, I think I'm going to be the pushover parent. Which I thought was funny because that leaves Mai to be the strict one. Which I can see. I can totally see that.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it is.
Yeah, I could see her being the strict one. Andy dad?
Andy dad?
Question mark? Yeah, so this little girl takes off. She's like, oh, by the way, I gotta go meet my mom. Bye. And we never see her again. We don't even get her name.
See ya. Just a kiss.
Just a little kiss on the cheek. Like, thanks, mister. You saved me. And I got to pet a dog. Shortly after this, Andy continues to walk about town with the dog. And then Terry just shows up out of nowhere. And he says, hey, Andy, didn't expect to see you. I just wanted to check on an excited dog. What, Terry? What are you doing? What is your life? This was one of the standout parts to me because, like, what the fuck? Terry just, like, runs into frame. He's like, I heard there was an excited dog here.
Like, who are you? The dog whisperer? Like,
yeah, what are you talking about?
Like, Terry, come on. Don't you have a train to catch?
Yeah, seriously. And just like that, he leaves just as quickly as he had shown up. And about an hour later, he just shows back up. He's like, oh, hey, I found you again. I want to introduce you to the biggest animal fan that I know, Hotaru. She's got this little ferret. And she's like, hi, from the back. Terry shows up with Hotaru, and he's like, hey, this is my animal whisperer friend. She knows everything about animals. She's really cool. I gotta go paint a mural, bye. And that's how I found out that Terry paints.
Yeah, is this new to Terry? Is this some new retconning they're doing on Terry's character? Like,
yeah, I think his quote was like, I've got a mural gig I've got to get to.
I don't buy that.
See you later.
Terry, since when are you a mural artist?
Right. And now that Terry's gone and just out of the picture for now, Hotaru just can't stop praising him. She's constantly like, oh, you look just like your older brother when you fight. You look really serious. He's also really compassionate. I can tell that you're compassionate like your brother. What are some of the other things that she says about him?
Oh, people keep telling Andy in this story that, as expected, you're so much like Terry.
Yeah.
Like, people keep comparing him to Terry and saying, like, you're so much like your brother.
Yeah, and Andy's constantly just trying to have none of it. Like, no, don't say that.
Andy's like,
I'm not like my brother. I'm trying to surpass him. Yeah. He's lame.
I've been on this path for a while. It actually sucks when you guys say that.
Yeah. Yep. The one thing that she said that really threw me off was, and here's a quote, everyone knows that when you're in Southtown, Terry is the person you go to for help or advice. And as soon as I read that, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
help or I'm not going to ask Terry for advice. What's he going to say? Why don't you live on a train? Escape all your troubles and ride on a train all day.
Why don't you ask Blue Mary for a ride?
Yeah, and not tell your family where you live for a year. Or that you're alive.
Yeah, like, this is the last... I feel like this has got to be one of the last people in Southtown that you go to for advice.
Yeah, Terry the helpful bum.
Yeah, in what world, SNK? What is this? What are you guys pushing?
There's no need to worry, Andy. Your brother is always helping everyone.
Into the gutter?
Like, what are you talking about, Hotaru? How long have you actually known this guy? How much do you know about him? Because he's my brother, and I can tell you, he sucks. Yeah, so Hotaru just constantly praises him. And she does decide, I'm going to help you take this dog back to wherever it needs to go. And they find out through a series of beating the shit out of thugs that the dog belongs to Billy's sister. So
Lily.
Yes, Billy's sister Lily.
Another Lily.
Yeah.
And another fighting game. That's 3.
Yeah, that's 3. Do you think we're ever going to see Lily Kane in a fighter?
Let's see it, Why not?
Yeah, why not? I'm for it.
If she exists, put her in the game.
I think she should have a weapon just like Billy, but not a staff. Give her something else.
What would it be?
I want to say like a Maki style, like Billy Club type of thing, like that Maki Final Fight character. What about just a short club? A Billy Club.
Damn. Shouldn't Billy have had that?
He probably should have.
Man.
That's all I got on that one. But I think that would be cool.
Yeah, let's see Lily Kane.
Lily Kane with a William Club.
Oh my god.
God damn it. So the dog belongs to Billy's sister Lily. And Andy brings the dog all around town for like an entire 24 hours, just walking around trying to figure it out. He eventually goes to Geese Tower, and Billy says, "Hey, that's my dog. Give it back. I want the dog."
My favorite part about this whole Billy situation with the dog is that this is his sister's dog that he was supposed to watch, yet the moment that it's in his care, it runs away.
Yeah.
So what does that say about Billy?
Yeah, they state that the dog ran away the moment that it could because it doesn't like Billy.
Billy? What's the deal?
Why do dogs hate you so much, Billy?
It is questionable.
Yeah, messed up. Maybe they just maybe they just want the stick he's holding.
Oh my god, yeah. They're
like, throw the stick.
This guy has a huge stick and he won't give it to me.
Throw the stick. Throw the stick. I'm running over here. Throw it. Yeah, and that doesn't seem to work out.
Instead, he just finds Andy.
Yeah, instead he finds Andy, and Andy's like afraid to pet it because it might bite.
And it's like, this'll do. Interesting.
Cool. This guy's fun. I like this dude. So he brings the dog back, and Billy wants to start a fight immediately, and Andy's like, wait, I'm not here to fight, but I guess I will, and he beats Billy's ass because Billy won't let up. Billy won't let up. And that is the conclusion of EOST. The dog is returned, and Andy gets licked on the face, and he gets to hug this dog and pet it, and he kind of worries. He's like, am I petting a dog right? I'm kind of scared to pet a dog. I haven't done it since before I was bit as a little boy. Am I doing it right? And Hotaru just laughs at him. She's like, you're funny. Look how much this dog likes you. Obviously you're doing it right. And Andy's just like, I don't know. But yeah, that's it for EOST. And then we move directly into arcade mode, where Andy receives his KOF invitation from someone known only as Stroheim. Which, if you didn't know, I'm going to spoil this. Not spoil. If you didn't know, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. Stroheim is somehow related to Wolfgang Krauser. Maybe a daughter, maybe a son. Let me look it up. But like, Stroheim is like some kind of family name. I saw this recently where it was like, so it's the invitation comes from someone known only as Stroheim. And if you didn't know, that is Wolfgang Krauser's last name.
What is Krauser?
It's Wolfgang Krauser. It's Wolfgang Krauser von Stroheim. So this seems like it's going to be a descendant of this very large man.
Is Wolfgang Krauser a 2-part first name?
I honestly don't know. Maybe it's a middle name. Maybe you were right. Or maybe it's just a really long last name.
I go by Wolfgang Krauser. And my last name is von Stroheim, or whatever you said.
Just Stroheim, yeah. But yeah, Wolfgang Krauser von Stroheim. Not sure exactly why this person's only using the name Stroheim. Maybe they don't want to use the villainous Krauser part.
I really want somebody that knows about names to talk about Krauser.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Krauser.
Von.
Does he go by WK?
WKVS. Sounds like a radio station.
Yeah, I know. This is WKVS.
Yeah. This is
Come to my tournament.
This is WKVS. I am putting on a tournament, and I want you to be there. No, he's dead. As you'll remember, Krauser committed suicide when he lost to Terry.
My favorite Krauser. The best thing he ever did.
The funniest. God damn it. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. Like, you lose to Terry once and you kill yourself because you can't live with that shame. Oh, man. Yeah.
How does that fact just get better and better?
I would do it too.
It's just so relatable.
It is. A little bit.
If you were in his shoes, you would do it too.
I mean, honestly, if you look at Wolfgang Krauser, he has like the physical appearance of someone from Fist of the North Star. He's like the biggest motherfucker you've ever seen. He's like 7'8", absolutely ripped, shirtless, long purple hair. Kind of looks like one of those weird Wastelander dudes that you're always seeing there that get their heads exploded in a single hit. But yeah, anyways, he gets the invitation from Stroheim. And from there, we jump all the way to the finals of the KOF tournament, where Mai and Andy are going to face off. Mai's a little bit worried. She's like, Andy, I know you're hiding a secret. For the last 10 years, ever since your battle with Geese, you've had a chest wound that just won't heal. I know it's weakening you, and I want you to be careful. Don't push yourself too hard. Andy's like, but I have to. I have to beat my brother.
Mai is aware that after this final match between her and Andy, that Andy has a bonus match set up with his brother.
Yeah.
That he's been waiting for.
Yeah. And that's what's more important than the tournament. The fact that he's finally going to go head to head with his brother. And Mai's like, don't do it. You could die. Terry's really strong. You've never been able to beat him before. She doesn't say that, but that's kind of the emphasis, I feel. Yeah.
She just wants him to be careful. She wants him to reconsider, even. She's like, is there anything I can do to get you to reconsider facing Terry?
Yeah.
But there is not.
There's nothing.
Nothing can stop Andy at this point.
There's nothing to be done.
And his huge shoulders.
His absolutely massive shoulders and biceps. Dude is huge. He's jacked.
Striations are crazy.
Yeah, so he's like, Mai, don't worry. I don't know if you've seen the size of my arms this time around, but I'm big as fuck, and I think I can take him. And he ends up defeating Mai, winning the tournament in his outcome, and going to the mountains to face Terry one-on-one. And the first request that he makes to Terry is, don't hold back. I've been training on this for a long time, and I want this to be no holds barred, one-on-one martial artist versus street fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not facing you as your brother. I'm coming to you as Andy Bogard, the martial artist.
Right.
And we're here to fight it out.
Terry's like, okay.
And the fight starts.
Yeah, the fight starts. And shocking maybe everybody, Andy comes out on top. He wins. And he is tired. He's exhausted. He can't believe he's done it after all this time. Holding his chest a little bit. But he's like, man, I did it. I finally proved that I am, once and for all, the better brother.
Yeah. So now it's definitive.
It's definitive. He's able to beat up Terry. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, if you look at all the crazy shit that he developed for this game specifically, it makes a lot of sense, because what new things did Terry get?
Yeah. What answer would Terry have to the demon flip?
Just, like, spamming the burning feint over and over. Burning, burning, burning.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no answer to demon flip. Who does? Who has an answer to demon flip? Just his master Akuma.
Yeah. Just the demon himself.
Yeah, just the demon himself. So, yeah, he wins. He defeats Terry. And all is well in the world. And then Mai shows up to check on him. And she's like, hey, you did it. I'm proud of you. She doesn't say that, but it's implied.
Yeah.
It fades out into the sunset, and the three of them kind of stand on the mountain together while Andy prevails.
Mm-hmm. Well, Terry does kind of take a second to say, like, hey, I know this is weird coming from me, but hold your head up high, because that's what Dad would want.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks, bro.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
And then Terry's like, it looks like you have someone to come check on you now. And then Mai's running up, and Andy says something that I thought was interesting. He says, yeah, a girl like her is wasted on me. Why is Andy so down on himself?
I almost think that was purely because of SNK's self-awareness. The fact that oh, no. The fact that my fans throughout the years have always been like, what the fuck is she doing with him?
What does she see in him?
Yeah. Well, now you know.
That white boy mystique.
Yeah, now you know. He's determined. He's a badass. He trained with a demon. And he defeated his brother. She always knew that he could. She was just worried because Terry is brash, reckless. And a bum. I was going to say unprofessional. I feel like it's just that, you know? They're like, yeah, we know. We know you guys have always wondered, what's Mai doing with a bum like Andy? Well, now you know what she sees in him. Everything. Moving on. One final story. He finally gets to talk to Hokutomaru. After all of this, they get to meet up and have a little conversation. And the whole thing is just like, hey, Hokutomaru, how you doing? Hope you're good. By the way, I've been watching you for the last 2 years. Ever since you came down from the mountains. Hokutomaru's like, wait, what? You have? The whole time? And he literally says something along the lines of like, I was there observing every time you fought, ate, even slept. If you were there, chances are, so was I. So he's really been creeping, but also, as we've talked about throughout his City of the Wolves story, is this accurate?
Because, I don't know, episodes of Southtown, Andy's really worried about Hokutomaru, wonders how he's doing.
Yeah, and then he spends the entire time with a dog. And
yet, it's like, oh, I was pretty much always there. So is this a lie, or is this a dad lie?
Is this a dad lie to make your son feel better? Speaking of our theory, do you want to go into it?
Yeah. We have a theory here at Wakeup3 that I have never seen voiced by anyone else, so correct me if I'm wrong, because I thought it was kind of weird that no one was out here speculating this already for literally decades at this point. But
right, since Garo.
But our theory is that Hokutomaru, and this came about from doing Andy's episode, because you figure out everywhere Andy's been over the globe right. for his life, and we think it's quite possible that Hokutomaru could be the son of Andy and Mai.
Yeah.
The secret. That was
the secret son, yeah, that lived in the mountains, grew up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Maybe ninjas aren't allowed to have children out of wedlock, and since
maybe it's like some kind of Jedi code thing. Yeah.
Maybe since he's not married to Mai yet, it's not supposed to be like their kid or whatever. Do you think Mai knows about it? Do you think Mai knows? Like, yeah, that's my son.
How would she not? How would she not know?
Jesus Christ, you're right. Why does Andy not know? Did this happen during Fatal Fury 3 when he came back? Because he's like, hey guys, I just want to come back and see what's going on here. And then he got attacked by geese again?
We don't have it fleshed out. But they definitely... I mean, Andy went off to Japan, meets Mai. He ends up leaving Japan to go back to Southtown.
For a little bit.
There are games that Mai isn't in.
Yeah, true. Yeah, she's not in Fatal Fury 3.
Yeah, so it's like... And then, boom, Mark of the Wolves, who's Hokutomaru? Who's this little boy that also has the little hair flip that Andy has? I don't know. You tell me.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like Andy cares enough about this kid in general. Like, why does he care so much about Hokutomaru, just having met this kid in the mountains? Mm-hmm. He takes him on as a pupil.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an interesting bond.
Yeah, there's just a gap there, you know? There's a gap in the timeline where Mai wasn't there, and then suddenly a kid shows up, so...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, what was going on with Mai during that time? But yeah, that's our little theory. We think that this is a family. All the ninjas.
Yeah. Yep.
So... yeah, what's the plausibility? Do you agree? Do you think there's a chance that that could have been the case? Because we do. I think Andy's a dad.
I think so. He seems like it. And plus, he's a lot more intense now. He's got that dad strength. He's got extreme determination to protect, like, any child. This random kid that he meets during EOST, he just, like, protects and, I'm putting air quotes up, checks for a pulse for these 3 people that he beats down that try to attack the kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's a dad. Father Andy. But yeah, that's their conversation. They get to meet up, have a little conversation. Andy checks in to see how Hokutomaru is doing, and ultimately, Hokutomaru's like, that's kind of creepy, master. But, you know, he doesn't know that Andy's his dad, so. Anyways, I believe that's all we've got for story today. Unless you had anything else you wanted to throw in.
I do. I actually do want to throw something in. Was during Andy's arcade ending, when they have kind of like a flashback of their dad and Andy and Terry when they're children sparring, and Terry wins, and that's Andy's whole sad memory that's been like holding him back for so long, is this moment where he lost to Terry as a child and felt like he would never be better than, like, he would never come out on top.
Right. Terry's got this natural strength. Mm-hmm. I only have skill that I have to work for.
Yeah. All that to say, during this flashback memory, Jeff Bogard says a familiar line, but it was a little different.
A little bit.
Said, live bravely, my sons.
Yeah.
Not manly.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that Fatal Fury 2 line has got to be like one of my favorite lines I've ever read in a video game.
Yeah.
Live manly, my sons.
So yeah, they kind of looped that in there with a little bit of a twist, and so that was sort of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I liked it a lot when I saw that little Easter egg, you could call it.
Mm-hmm. It was also fun to see Kid Terry and Andy, like Terry with the the long
rat
ponytail.
tail.
Yeah. That's all the Andy that you're getting to see today, and we hope you're having a good time with the better brother and kicking some butt and doing lots of demon flips.
Yeah, demon flips and drill kicks.
Get out there, play some Andy. He's free. Let's reiterate that. This is free DLC this whole first season, so if you get the game, you've got all of these amazing characters, and Andy's just the first one.
Yeah.
So.
Amazing characters plus Joe.
Plus Joe.
Sorry, Joe fans.
Yeah, Joe and his glasses. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Wake Up 3. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at wakeupthreefgc. And you can find me, your host Molly, on Twitter at kahnkut. That's KAHNKUT. Cam, where are you?
You can find me on Twitter at bigruckonline. This is Wake Up 3, signing off.
Bye.